Hello, Tim is here. I want to play some more Endless Legend today. So I was super disappointed with the quest line of Last Lords, and also there were some lags during the battles, so I kind of completely lost interest in continuing this game. Also that we were actually significantly ahead of the competition, so like there is nothing really for me to do. I can start war with anyone I want, I can win this war, nobody can handle my heroes, so really getting a bit bored. So I would rather start a new game, and so far I haven't played King of Sheridan and Aspects on stream. I have completed a full game of Aspects by myself, and I have completed mostly King of Sheridan, but Aspect was the first race I played, so it was the very beginning of the early access. Since then we had many updates of the game, so I'm curious to maybe give them another try. Hey, one of the army. Привет, как оно? Alright. Английский понимаешь? Because in general I stream in English, but I can also support the discussion in Russian if you want. Wonderful. You know anything about the game? Let's speak English. Let's speak from our heart. Basically, from the bottom of our hearts, yes. Endless Legend 2, 4X game, grand strategy. We choose a race and we try to build our cities, our economy, our armies, our technologies, and dominate the world. We see the numbers going up and it makes us happy. Базовичок. Yep. So, aspects. What makes them special? By lore, they are robots, symbiotes of robots and corals, so they some kind of a hive mind. Unfortunately, in the game, in their faction quest, there is no feeling of this hive-mindedness. They all quite individual. So I'd say they hive mind only in the name, but not in the essence. They are a peaceful race who can pay influence to basically guarantee a peace with whatever empire that declares war on us. So if we want to, we can be always in peace. They build their cities through coral networks. So you pay first some dust to build a coral nest, and then you can pay influence to turn this coral nest into a camp, and then in the city if you want it. And they can pacify villages that they do pacify villages that are affected by the corals. Also, corals supposed to increase the yields of tiles. How much do they increase the yields? I don't know, so we'll have to look at it in detail in the game. You were following this title since the first time it released in EA, but I'm still uncertain if I should buy it or just wait for the full release. Good question. So my main two problems with the game is that first, it's too easy. The AI is a little bit brain dead, so they just don't like. I play on Endless and I have absolutely no challenge in it. So the AI is peaceful. They don't try to mess with you. They don't try to like attack you whenever they can. So problem number one. But I'm okay with playing with a boring AI if I can immerse myself in the game itself and have a good role playing and just like follow the quests. But problem number two, the writing is abysmal. So the writing is completely breaking immersion. But they are working on it. They are doing the rewrite. But they introduced speeds. Let's try fast speed. So I see some changes here. So I'm looking forward for the rewrites, but I'm not extremely confident that it would be of a good quality, because like there are just some jarring problems with logic in the writing, and I'm not sure that the same team of writers can do a better job. Liking the idea, but there is no particular playable race that you vibe for the moment. What are the races, the types that you vibe with? I need most of year claims the Steam community discussing page.
There is peace if all things are in balance. Metal and mineral, sky and sea, the bound and the unbound. This harmony murmurs through the air, ripples through the oceans. It is the song of Sayada that we alone can hear. A symphony shared by every being, living or unliving, growing richer until it is ruined by one false note, one crashing dissonance. From discord, only disorder, conflict and destruction will follow. We must deny this cacophony, sway the strangers of this world, and impose a greater harmony.
So that was our intro. We are harmonious coral being. So, subjects of the illuminated realm, join me. The dieback is behind us. Dieback, the dying back of corals. So they experienced a huge tragedy when most of the corals died. The aspects are recovering, and the vast oceans of Sayada beckon to us. We shall seed the coral once more, build an empire to soothe the agonies of Sayada. The harmonies of our chorus will drown out the cacophony of chaos. Here we are. Okay. Let's have a look. We start with one unit of what's their name? Well, what race could I like? I heard corals with pretty early through political victory were peace treaties. I have never yet seen an AI to win a game. So I read these comments on the Steam community as well, that sometimes people see them having a diplomatic victory. But I also never played against aspects for the reason that they can force peace. And this, if you decide to play aggressively and you just want to conquer the whole world, it's physically impossible. You declare a war, the same turn they force you to force peace on you, and then you need to wait 7 to 8 turns to redeclare the war, and they force the peace again. So it frustrated a lot of people, and I decided that I don't really want that. Plus they are too friendly, so they propose you all the treaties from which you benefit and never put any pressure on you. So I wanted my opponents to actually try to do something to foil my plans. So never played against them, and other factions never had any diplomatic victory. So this is our scout. They are a swarm unit, so they ignore all attacks of opportunities and do more damage against Juggernaut. They swarm, they aware, and they have destabilizing defense, which applies vulnerable to adjacent enemy units. The idea is that you keep them in your front line, or you go towards enemies, you defend, the enemies lose 30% of their defense, and then you shoot them with your sentries, your first tier units that is ranged and has steady blow. So they don't want to move, they want to be shooting standing, and so they have higher critical chance. Our hero is also ranger, which is very good because it allows us to have the skill that adds damage to ranged units in the army. So we can have very strong early army with plenty of archers with higher damage. Now, if we look at our deeds though, we are at a little bit of an impasse here because this is a very powerful deed. Be the first to eliminate at least 30 units. It gives +1 movement point on the units, and which is huge because the only way we can increase our movement points is by attaching upgraded scouts to our army and by having roads. Otherwise, our units are and by researching this skill with the hero. Otherwise, our units have only 3 movement points, which is not a lot. So having +1 movement point is very strong. But our early fights are always with the minor factions. We pacify villages automatically if we place a coral nest next to them, or if the corals grow towards the village, which robs you of a fight and also robs you of a potential quest, because some quests have very good rewards. So yes, we can pacify villages quickly, but often we want to do it either with through a battle or through a quest. So pacifying them for free is kind of not that useful most of the time. Let's see. That is an interesting place where we start. If I want to place a capital, here I would have 12 food and 5 production. This is because that is an anomaly. And this is a village. So I will not want to put my capital here because I will have very limited number of districts around it. So I will want to upgrade the central district to level 3, which means I will need to put 4 districts around it and upgrade these 4 districts to the second level, so it would be impossible to do on this tile. So that might be a better tile. Because here we again have a river tile, then some problems with mountains. But 6 and 4 is such low yields. I might actually wait. I might wait and see if I can find a better place for capital nearby. This is not a bad assimilation effect. Giving health to our tanking scouts and yeah, it's helpful. But so let's talk to them. What do they want? Destroy wretched creatures, and it gives me a legendary accessory, free might and 20% damage. This is very strong. So an example why we want to do quests rather than pacify them for free. So these other guys, I cannot win with just 2 of them. Mighty Imperial Pike. No chance. So this quest will have to wait a bit. Okay, here we have money if we want. But I am somewhat curious about this area with science and production. Nine, 7, and 1 science. Okay, let's wait a bit more. That is a mountain. Which means we will have 1, 2, 3... only 3 districts around. Not enough. 12 food. These are very interesting territories. I think there was an update also where they changed the algorithm to generate territories, so now territories are larger and of more peculiar shapes. So if I want to ever upgrade my capital, I need to place it here or there. Here I will have very little production. There I will have more production, but very little anything else. Okay, let's do it here. Actually, I just realized that in 2 turns I will grow corals and it will pacify this village. So can I do something to win this battle before? Costs 100 to buy them. It costs 225 to buy them. Not a chance. I can bring these guys back home. And these guys. And try to fight them with this army. Our first faction quest. The illuminated realm of the aspect is at its lowest ebb for centuries, devastated and desperate. Several months ago, the web of coral that stretched across the island and into the seas beyond experienced a dieback, the likes of which had never been witnessed. Reefs withered and blackened, only a pitiful handful of coral shells remained. The chorus, the shared mind where all aspects come together in thought, atrophied as well. Good news, Plero. Against all odds, we survive. Reefborn has been built anew. It is a shadow of itself, and our once mighty chorus is but a discordant whisper. We lost many in the dieback, that is true, but a handful of us persist, and we will rebuild the chorus as well. So this is my advisor, and I'm the leader of aspects. Were we complacent, my friend? We called it the illuminated realm and land of plenty and bliss, but we were blind to the coming ruin. Good questions, of course, but they can wait. And remember, you have barely donned the robes of office, power laid in others' hands, so stop feeling guilty. Like, that type of conversation is like, okay, I'm the leader of robot corals, but like he's patronizing me like I'm just graduated from the school and becoming the president of America, and like I have no idea what to do, and like I don't know. Also, where is the hive-mindedness? Where is this chorus part? They completely individual. Thank you, Critalon, you're right. I look back in pity, not ahead in hope. I forget the balance, the harmony. What do you recommend with your experience? Everything begins with the coral. We must grow new fields immediately and find new varieties immune to the blight. We are not yet saved. Of course, it is the first step to a greater chorus and a greater harmony. Let us move. Objective and reward. Use action build coral spore 2 times with one of your armies. And it will give 10 approval to our city for 5 turns. Really not much. So, here's our city. And corals are supposed to increase yields. I don't see any increases in yield. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 production, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 food, and here whatever we get is from the city hall, right? Tile gives food, district gives 10, 4, 4, 4, 4. So tile is just 1 food. Yeah, I don't see any increased yields due to the coral. So maybe it is a bit misleading. Build a foundation on tile with coral is significantly cheaper. Okay. We have discount on building foundation. This is good. Coral flow. Your armies can move on river or shallow water tiles with coral. This is our factual, our faction special ability in combat. when somebody is defending, it adds 10% damage to all other units. So another reason why we have our scouts just defend and never attack. The assimilation is free. Okay, but coral increases yields of tiles, so that is the part that I don't see yet. Maybe it's something that connects to technologies. Maybe we'll research technologies that increase the yields. Okay, talking about technologies. We definitely want science. We definitely want workshops and currency, maybe not. We want this. It would help us fight this battle, but it will be too late, I'm afraid. We want this because it adds defense to defending units, and we will have plenty of defending units. So let's start with that. Then we'll see. Okay, city. I will be able to buy it next turn, I believe. So I still have a chance to fight this army before my corals grow and take the village. Yep. That's a lot of money investment. But I think it's worth it. Okay. Now we can fight. Okay, we actually in a great position here, because this is the single tile where they can stand, so one unit will be standing here adjacent to two of mine, while the other will be going all the way around, and by the time it goes around, I will be done with this unit and will be able to meet the other one. So instant resolution is not so great. So let's fight it manually. So we don't do anything. You graduated from the school more than 8 years ago, but you still don't know what you're doing. Is this the game freezing? I don't know. Does it look like freezing? Because from my side, I don't know how it looks on Twitch. If there seem to be any issues, please tell me. I can try to investigate. Oh, okay, that is my bad. I didn't realize that this is not a ridge. Okay. That's problematic. Okay, kill him. I will be able to check whether something is freezing or losing frames when I check the recording, but yeah, I'm new to Twitch and streaming, so I never am certain and confident that everything is fine on my side. Okay, we won the battle, we didn't lose any units, and we got ourselves a very strong item and pacified the village. So let's equip the item. Let's equip this one as well. We are to a somewhat slow start. We haven't, so it's turn 4, we just placed the city, we haven't explored anywhere around, so I feel a little bit behind. And I need to do something about it. So, first improvement we build is this one. It costs very little industry and provides a lot of yields. And then we'll see. Probably I first want to build works, but I first need to research them. And also we have plenty of river tiles, so it means that... No, not this one. This technology with hydro pump is very useful for us. Hopefully it works. Also another question, how is the game performance? Is it demanding for the PC or is it okay to try and run the game on a toaster? Currently, I possess a computer that is 8 years old. So my graphics card is 1080. NVIDIA, my processor is whatever Intel that was almost the best back in the day. In 2016, and I'm playing on 1440p, so I have absolutely no issues with the performance, except for these particular reasons where, like my last game with Lost Lords, the combat just started lagging. It was not happening usually. It happened with the previous patch they did, and the lag in the combat was really annoying. So for example, I would choose my unit and I would want to move the unit, but the grid was not there, so I needed to like play with my mouse for a long time before the path actually appears and I can click. So that was infuriating, but it was kind of a singular event in one particular update they did. So otherwise, no performance issues I can notice. So we need to build our coral spores somewhere, but I also spent all my gold and have almost no income. So I guess I will be adding this territory so I can build a coral nest somewhere where I can have access to dust, and I need to explore here, but first I need to arrive there. Let's end the turn. Also, you're doing great so far. Thank you. That's very nice of you. These guys, I generally want to heal my archer. And I heal better on corals, I believe. So, but I don't want to spend that much time in my territory. There are places I need to be. So I guess, yeah, you go here. Next turn I arrive here and place a coral nest. So I think I will be able to heal on it. You just go and explore. Wait a second, it's turn 5 and we already have the units. Right, because I started the fast game. Okay, my timings are all completely off. Because I was expecting them on turn 7. It's the first time I'm playing fast game. Okay, so they will probably attack me. If they have the chance. Assimilating them would be a great idea. It increases defense on my units, and I'm all about defending. So I need as much defense as physically possible. Yep, they are attacking as expected. So let's confirm. Now, these are particularly tricky guys for the early games because they never yield. When you decrease their health, instead of doing less damage to you, they start doing more damage to you. They go berserk, adds 25% damage and adds 20% critical chance. So we need to be very careful here. Instant resolution says that we don't lose anything. Just get a bit damage on our archer. Somehow it's hard to believe in it. Is it true? Well, they don't have that much health. Okay, I'm curious to try a manual battle anyway. So So they defend, that gives me more damage on my units. Specifically, status plus 11%, harmonized plus 30. Yep. So you defend. You shoot. You attack there. And you shoot here. Can I kill? Not super confident that I can kill. Don't want to do all the math. So I'd rather they defend and... Okay, I can kill. Nice. That is free experience for us. so good. I cannot attack the village. The village has at least 4 units, so that is a little bit too harsh. I won't be able to do it. But I would like to, honestly. $971, $1063. Okay, these are better yields. So we'll try to go there and place a nest. And there are 2 villages in this region. This is good. $1063, $10.4. This is better. Let's talk to them. Destroy Hydrocon marks. Plus 100 signs. Yes, please. That is a lot of signs. And that's a lot of Hydrocords. Will they attack me? I think they're not supposed to because they are a quest army. Okay. I will buy this thing because currently I'm losing money. So not buying it would be, well, a waste of money. And now we can see, so I can buy that. I can buy that since it's cheap, and that. So it increases my production of industry and food, which is nice. And now I can plan building the districts. So I need to place 4 districts that I will be able to surround with 4 other districts so they upgrade. I am not going to reach works anytime soon. So let's see, we can start with a farm. We can place a farm in here, for example. I would like to place works in here and in here. So on any task that has industry, I would rather place works. Here, what can we place here? Not a good place for lab. Good place for lab because it's adjacent to anomaly, so it will receive bonus from it. But it has only 1 yield of food, which is suboptimal. So maybe form. Yeah, let's place a form in there. And also, what about my population? +1 influence per population type in the same category. +1 influence on peace. Okay, since I'm gonna have influence from the aspects, probably I don't need forms. So let's put then another farm in here. It's alright. Okay. We are healing a little bit here, but not enough. Okay, this is a battle we can handle. Carefully, to not lose any archers, but we can handle it. That seems like a good place to be. So they, even though they are flying units, they cannot fly through gray areas. So this is just not a part of battlefield, so they cannot cross that. They can fly through my units, they can fly through forests or through these cliffs, but not through what considered to be not the part of the battlefield. So they can enter from here and they can enter from here, which is very nice terrain for us. We cannot reach them, unfortunately, so we just don't do anything this turn. Takes some time for us to defend, because each time somebody defends, the animation plays for increasing the damage. Harmonious tactics. Aye, not enough. Okay, nice, Cipher of Horror. The best consumable we can have in the early game, because it allows us to call for an extra unit on the battlefield. So now I feel perfectly capable dealing with these guys. Instant resolution says that we will lose a unit, but this is not true. Okay, now the battlefield is terrible. So unicorns are here, hydrocorns, I'm here. It's all super open. So I will have to fight in the open. There are no choke points, so they can surround me, they can do lots of terrible things. Let's go manual battle. So we can hide in this corner. So Archer goes here. You go here. You go here and call for a horror. Well, not a perfect hiding space. There is still entry in my backline, but we can deal with that. Let them come. Okay. Do I want to get out of my position in order to attack them? Probably not. So they will have the free turn hitting my units. So you go here, you defend, You attack. You attack. And you attack. And 10 health remained. I don't know why he went here. So he went here, got an attack of opportunity, and from there he cannot attack anybody. There is a cliff in the way. So not the smartest idea. Now, if we go there, we kill this dude, right? Good. You can kill this one. You can go here. Attack. And you attack. So we used one consumable and we won this battle without any casualties. We almost lost one of our scouts, but we didn't. And with the 100 science, we researched everything that we wanted. Beautiful. So we need one more technology before we can go to the next era. Do I care about bridges or dams? Probably not. So I would rather go for this one. It will take us 7 turns. And by the way, we got our Cipher of Horror back. So I can use it during the next battle if I need to. So it's the best item we can have. Now right, I didn't check the faction specific abilities. What do we have? When a friendly unit defends, add free defense to all units of the army. So that is yet another reason why we need a front line that is defending and not attacking. When in battle, gains 15% more experience, which is nice. When equipped with an accessory, doubles the attribution given by the accessory. So for example, this gives us free might. With this skill, it's 6 might. Here, when a friendly unit defends, gains 6 shield. Gains 2 extra shield per resilience and 1 extra shield per might. I don't know if if the shield gain is for the unit that is defending or for the hero. That I don't remember. And finally, when using this active shield, skill gives 40 shield to unit. So all about defend. The faction is all about defend, and they can create indeed this like an impenetrable wall behind which you have archers that just shoot painfully. So we can go for a heal or we can go for more defense. I think first I will take the heal because we are quite damaged. You stay here and rest. That can be evolved into a camp, and I think I would do it. Don't see a reason why not. And then to attach this camp to a city, we'll need 50 influence. Okay. So now we heal better. And back here, let's buy this farm for $8. I want to build works in here, I want to build works in here, and I want to build works in here. So that would be 1, 2, 3 districts here. So another one would be lab. That would level up this district to level 2. And this district to level 2. And this district would require one more district. So that now this is level 2. 1, 2, 3. And I need one more district at level 2 to upgrade the city hall to level 3. Which one will it be? Probably this farm. But I will need to buy foundations for that. So it will wait just a little bit. Okay. Wait, I moved my main army there. My bad. Was supposed to move the scouts. There is an artifact here. There is something here. Heal a bit. And we met King of Sheridan. Hello, King of Sheridan. Guys, you're standing on my artifact. You know it? Plerogira the Innumerable. Since arriving at these vestiges and meeting a garrulous Hoi, aspects have been arguing non-stop. About what? Whether the vestiges hold traces of the Old One civilization and their fall. The Hoi convinced half the soldiers that Sayada's cursed that something evil lingers, and the other half thinks them fools for believing such rumors. They'll be fighting amongst themselves if we don't step in. Indeed. We need common enemies. The more evil, the better. Again, yet another example of a quest absolutely not tailored to the faction. So it is a quest that you find on the map. Any faction can encounter it. We are peaceful corals. We don't look for common enemies. We look for friends. Like, that is just not a thing that we should be ever saying. Suspicions should be indulged. Gives us science. Here unlocks notable. This Hoi character could work in propaganda. Minus 10 industry cost on improvement. So 5 science on city for 5 turns is just 25 science. I'd rather take a notable. Seems more useful. So let it be that. Currently we have 9 science a turn, so 25 science is not completely nothing. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot. Okay, so let's talk to these guys. What kind of quest do they give us? Unlock notable, 2 moving points outside battle on unit. That is very good notable. So I want that very much. And for that, and also 100 dust is interesting. And for that I need to destroy these guys. Gladly. Okay, I can step in here. So, regarding attacking these guys. I don't want to attack them with 3 units. I would like to attack them with 4 units. That would be way less damage on my side. But currently I cannot do so. So I cannot arrive there and meet them. So let's go in this direction then. I can attack this dude just for fun, but it will set them back tremendously. So by losing their main army for several number of turns, it will just completely destroy. They're already behind me, mind you. But it will completely destroy their momentum, and the faction will be like out of any type of competition. Will be a sad thing to behold. I think let's grow the population first as quickly as possible. So here I can put another works district, I guess. Okay, they attacked me. And I cannot step with this unit there because it would change the battle. Okay. Let's fight. Instant resolution claims that I can do it with very little damage. I'm not certain how... Ah well, because I have so much armor, right? Still, okay, I can go with that. So let's do instant resolution. The thing about instant resolution is that it always spreads the damage across your units, while if you play it manually, they will be focusing down one particular unit. So often it is better to have a little bit of damage, or more damage that I would take myself spread equally between different units, rather than lesser amount of damage but focused on one, and maybe this one unit dies. So why auto-resolve does that, I am not entirely sure, but it does. So you heal a little bit, you also heal a little bit. Next turn we can go there. Our corals are growing. And still I don't see any economic benefits. maybe we'll research some technologies later. And they took my artifacts. Bastards. Out-resolve seems more like an exploit than a feature. Sometimes, unfortunately, auto-resolve is the only way to fight a battle, because sometimes you can have a very small area. So if you manage to find an enemy somewhere like on a peninsula with very little land, with mountains on one side, mountains on the other side, so there is just not enough place to place all your units on the battlefield. So in this case, auto-resolve is the only option. You are not allowed to have a manual battle. So you have to click on auto-resolve to deal with that. But other times, I usually can fight a better battle and have much less damage or no damage at all on my units. But at times, there are battles where if I fight it manually, I will lose the unit 100%. So no matter what I do, they will focus fire one particular guy, especially if there are archers. So if I will attack these guys, they are archers. They will be shooting at one unit. And it can be so that there is no positioning I can take and no order of turns that prevents the unit from dying. While auto-resolve would just distribute the same amount of damage they do. So here, instant resolution, I'm losing a lot. I don't want to lose a lot, especially I don't want to lose my archer. So this battle I have to fight manually. Yo! Hi there. Hello, how you doing? It is Thursday evening, right? It's not yet the end of the week. Yes, it is Thursday. It is the end of the week for me because my daily activity lasts from Monday to Thursdays. So Thursday evening, I'm getting as free as I can get. Okay, so we need to run in their faces. But we need to run in their faces with the most healthy units. And we need to stay as much as possible in the forest. Because they are ranged units, forests prevent them from doing damage. And I think it is justified to call for our friend Horror. And we want this friend Horror to run for 3 tiles because he's a cavalry. It gives him extra critical hit chance, and then start biting them in the face. Freedom is the best wealth. The next best wealth is actual wealth. Talking about wealth, you know, there was Black Friday and Cyber Monday situations. So basically, I saw last week a video of Gamers Nexus Steve when he was for the first time ever benchmarking Linux cards. Stay with me, I'm gonna pronounce it. Benchmarking graphics cards on Linux. So he was like, okay, we always do it on Windows, let me do it on Linux. And he showed that the RX 9070 XT, which is a recent card of AMD. So he showed that it has the same performance as 5080, or the same or better performance on Linux as 5080 in most of the cases. And I was like, wow, that actually is great. So I went online to check for the prices, and I saw that it was Black Friday, and this 9070 XT was costed what, 579 euro. And I was like, wait a second, that's not a lot, because all these previous years graphics cards costed always like 1,000, 1,200, 1,500. So the prices were absolutely enormous. And so I didn't even look at the computer hardware, knowing that it's priced ridiculously. So I was like, should I not? So I was thinking too much. Black Friday ended. The price went back to whatever, 700. I was a little bit sad. Then on Monday, a little bit better 9070 XT got discounted to 630, and I was like, maybe. So I got it. Because we all saw that RAM prices increased like doubled or tripled some time ago, and like everyone predicts prices to go up. So I got it, and then later on Monday it costed 820. Now it costs 864, which is discounted price, and the full price they show is 1,025. So I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, I'm getting a new graphics card. It's arriving tomorrow. And it is arriving tomorrow, but I have not a necessary power cable for it. So power cable arrives next week. So for now, I will be just looking at this card and thinking how beautiful it is. Anyway, we completed a quest. We got money. We unlocked a very good counselor. We will not be able to put this counselor until the first Monsoon. So we will have to wait. But we have the ability to make our armies faster. And we get another Cipher of Horror. So that's the beauty of Ciphers of Horrors, is that, yes, you use it to win a difficult fight, but then chances are you're getting it back for the next difficult fight. And if the fight is easy, you don't need to use it. So, end turn. Well, we can buy that. We can buy that as well, just to make our town a little bit faster in development. Our population is growing. Things are looking fine. We can end the turn. Hello, murder bugs. We have discovered murder bugs somewhere. Don't know where exactly. Right, there is the city of King of Sheridan here, so I don't necessarily want to continue in this direction. But I still need to place my camp somewhere. Actually, getting these dudes under protectorate is not that bad. It gives health regeneration on unit, and since my units are face tanking, a little bit of health regeneration is not that bad. So we can move in this direction. We pacified these guys, right? Yes, we pacified. Plus 5% dust on cities. Also not a bad idea. Is there any reasonable... well, do I want to be next to them with my city? Probably I do. 5, 7, 6, 3, 1. Not that many yields. But I'd say, yeah, let's place it in there. And with this army, I will go in this direction. $11.5. Actually, let's first just go there and talk to them. I do need to get myself more units. I definitely need another archer. The sooner the better. Archer costs 225 and takes 5 turns. And I will need another scout as well for face tanking. So let's place them there. And turn. Right. This is the quest I absolutely certainly have to complete. It's one of the best artifacts we can have in the early game because it allows us to call a unit on the battlefield without using consumable. So you have seen how good it is to have a Cipher of Horror when you're dealing with a little bit stronger army than you would like to. So this is a free unit every single fight and we're not losing anything. So before my corals grow and pacify these villages, I have to complete the quest. For that I need to arrive there. Ooh la la, that is some distance away. Some distance away and probably in the territory of the murder bugs. Yep, they will not be happy that I will be crossing their border, and they can attack me unprovoked and I will lose the unit, which would be sad. So, and I need to do it within 2 turns. Otherwise, these villages will get pacified and I will lose the quest. Not perfect. Not perfect. The spore is planted. The first shoots of coral crack through the soil, healthy and radiant. A beautiful sight, I must say. One that makes old circuits hum. And no sign of disease. None. Relax, Plero. Relax, guy. Our new variety appears to be immune so far to the blight. Soon the chorus will sing again. I'm happy to hear that, friend, but it troubles me that we are no closer to fathoming the cause of the blight. The coral remains healthy. We must take advantage of this time, Plero. Not waste its potential. But many things weigh upon us. Construction, defense, research, we are so weak. Should we prioritize alliances or impress with might, research other corals? Or slow down, Plero, breathe. We are robots, we do not breathe. Like, dude, come on, dude. Dude, we do not breathe. We are robots and corals. Yes, harmony and balance. Harmony and balance. Harmony and balance. Good. Ever since the chorus failed, I've been anxious. I never realized how much that constant roar soothed me. None of us did, and you weren't named Plerogira the innumerable for nothing. Nobody could better decipher the chorus. Now, one thing at a time. Starting with this coral. Aren't we biorobots then? You mean human beings? We're totally biorobots. And part of our control is taken by our microbiome in the guts, who affect our psychological well-being in many different ways, according to research. Coral needs breathing too. Yes, but I wouldn't say that breathing calms corals down. Their neural system is not that developed. Build 3 districts in Reefborn and gets a unit, an envoy. Nice. So it means I don't need to build this one. I can get it for free by building a couple of units, a couple of districts. So let's try not to die while we go there. Yes, yes, I know that I'm crossing in your territory. I know that you don't like it. But I really need to go there. I hope it will not cover both villages. Maybe it will cover one, but not both. We'll see. Okay. Skills. So I definitely want this defense. But we first need to take movement. It's just so important to move around quick. Dust and influence. Okay, I can buy that. We can cross the river using the corals. So one thing the corals are definitely doing is that we can travel faster on them. So we don't need to research roads before we can start moving fast. But the yields that have been promised so far, I don't see. So, and turn, and then I need to immediately... Yes, go away, go away. I need to immediately, yes, click the button. Okay. I pacified, I completed the quest. So, the problem is that there is simultaneous turns in the game. So, just to make the game faster, all the factions go simultaneously. So while you are reading all these notifications, the enemy can actually attack your army, and I really needed this unit to go here. That's why I clicked very quickly on all the notifications and clicked the button that finishes the move. It is possible to turn it off. It is possible to not have simultaneous turns, but generally I don't mind about it. Generally it's not a problem. Now, $19 food and 4 money. $11 food and 5 research, or 5 industry. I'd say let's build it there, and probably I will turn it into a second city. This territory I can attach to the original city. We can have some protectorates, so these guys increase health on units, and it doesn't cost us anything to assimilate. These guys to have more defense, So we can become very, very, very thick and unkillable. Now, populations. So the problem is that foundlings are a little bit racist. They don't approve when there are other population types in the same category. Daughters of Borno, they are alright. But the thing is that I do get extra influence per population type in the same category from the aspects. So aspects want to live with as many races as possible, while foundlings not. So what do we do? And we're growing population fast. I need to start building the things. +1 population slot on population vacations. So I need that. And I need to start building the communal habitations. Like here, for example. Okay. Well, you are free to go to explore. Yeah, let's explore a little bit more there. Actually, let's take their quest. Right, we have transitioned to the second tier of technology, which opens many different possibilities for us. First of all, gives us a second hero. So we can choose between a warrior, another archer, a defender, and another warrior. I definitely want another archer eventually for the second army, but I don't think I want to have two archer heroes in the same army. Having warrior or defender is very good in addition to our front line. So let's look at the warrior. Confident, resilience, intuition, fast learner, +15 experience gain on hero. Consular, 100% experience on new units on cities. Not that particularly interesting for me. When adjacent to a friendly defended unit, refills 1 movement point. Applies curse defense to adjacent enemy units when defending. That is very strong. The thing is that you don't really want your warrior defending. You want your warrior attacking. They are very good at attacking. So setting defense of all units nearby when you defend is a little bit strange for a warrior. Otherwise, these are the same skills. Defender, instead, first of all, it's a flying defender, which is cool. Allows you better positioning. Second, when defending, gives 25 shield to this unit and adjacent friendly units. So it defends itself, it defends your front line, and if your back line is right behind, it also defends your back line. So very strong. Deals 40 damage to target units, which is not that interesting. Skills, +3 science per population on population vacations. Now that is strong. That is definitely strong. We don't have a lot of science, so any extra source of science generation is very welcome. Add science equal to dust produced by merchant's house district. That's also a source of science. Plus free approval per hero level on Haven. That is nice. Resilience. One other thing to keep in mind is that attacker hero adds damage to all non-hero units in the army, which is strong. Defender hero adds defense to non-hero units. So we don't have very strong backline. So our backline will consist of our regular archers, these ones, which are tier 1 unit. So yes, we can upgrade them in the end to have ranged 5, so to be able to shoot very far. Also, this is the path with more damage. So I would definitely prefer this one. So they will have higher damage and they will shoot further. But in the end, they are tier 1 units. So their damage will always be lower than the damage of tier 3 units. So adding them a little bit damage with the attacker hero seems useful. Okay, let's start with the defender first. And then ideally our second army will be another archer and attacker. So you will need that. Okay, let's start with health, defense, I guess. Let's give this equipment to you. And healing potion, this one. Go join with my army. Okay, now technology. So I will want Hydra Pump, 5 industry and 5 dust on river. I will want this just to have more science. The problem is it requires glass steel that we don't have yet. I will want this to upgrade my archers, but it would require titanium that I don't have yet. Draws a hero from a draft of 4, grants Song Silk Gambeson. Ooh. This is special to aspects. I have never seen this technology before. Huh. Get a free hero. That is definitely strong. We want to do it. So, let's say this. Trading post is good. Blast furnace is good. This requires glass steel. And then whatever requires secondary resources. Oh, like that. Minus 25 influence cost for found camp action. And rewild. We will need this as well. And eventually everything else. So like this, for example. Okay. And turn. Ah, wait. Horn of the Gorog. Another beautiful artifact that allows you to call for a unit. Rewards. What do you mean rewards earned? You didn't give me any quest yet. I mean, thank you, but you didn't give me any quest. Now it is giving me the quest. Have at least 3 districts of merchant houses. I don't have 3 districts of merchant houses. Yeah, it's here. Clans protection, Grog's call. Clans protection, Xavius call. Intuition might, resilience might. This thing scales with... This scales with intuition, so let's keep the... And this scales with resilience. Tough choice, actually. So, that was a bug, and I have never seen it before. It's some fresh bug. That quest got automatically fulfilled before even they had the dialogue. So... Okay. Evolve into a camp? Why not? Evolve into a city costs 100. That we cannot afford. And that's the first Monsoon.
Darken the sky's aspects, while rifts scar the lands. The balance between life and death is at stake.
A little bit of complain about the cinematic, like in general, cinematics, I like them. The world building, the graphical aspects, I like them. But this creature that we saw is a Doom Wraith. And Doom Wraith do not appear during the first Monsoon. They appear during the second Monsoon. So far, we haven't seen them. But yeah, the general like artistry of the game is beautiful. Like, I like the units, I like how they are drawn, but the writing unfortunately is a bit sad. So during the first Monsoon we don't have much to do. We can collect the curiosities that appear during the Monsoon, and that's basically it. That would be a good nation to assimilate, minor faction to assimilate. It would give us a science boost. We want a science boost. And we can choose consuls. So we have plenty of them. We have our heroes. These are our heroes, I believe. We have the assimilated factions, and we have won through quests some of the notables. So let's see who we want. Minus 10 industry cost on improvement. That was a quest reward. Plus 10 influence income per protectorates on empire. I have 2 protectorates. It will give me 20 influence, so it will double my influence, which is not bad for the early game. I need influence to build more camps and to build more cities and to attach territories. Plus 40% gains on the battle spoils on empire. Usually I don't take it because I don't know, because I find that the rest of the options they provide are just stronger. But still, it can be quite a lot. When you start fighting the more advanced armies from the minor factions, they have some very good rewards, money, artifacts, so that can amount to quite a lot. 2 movement points outside battle of units. Definitely is awesome. 1 movement point outside of battle on units plus 2 vision range on units. That is also awesome. Plus 5 science per territories on cities. Plus 3 science per population on population location. And plus 8 science on anomaly. Okay. These are difficult choices. Currently we have 1 anomaly under our foundation. There is another anomaly, but we don't have a foundation there, and we cannot really buy a foundation there. I think ever, even if I will have a bridge, I'm not sure I can do it. Let's maybe try it. So let's research the tech for bridges and try to build a bridge and see if I can buy this tiles or not, because that would be nice to have this anomaly. So currently I have 1, 2 anomalies under my foundations, which will give me just 16 science. Not a lot. 3 science per population on population vacations. I have 7 people. 7 times 3 is 21. That's better, and my people are constantly growing. So it is definitely a stronger thing. Plus 5 science per territory and cities. Currently it will give me 10 science. So that is something I think I want to do. But then do I want 2 movement points or 1 movement points with vision? For now, let's go for vision. We need to explore a lot of places. And it is immediately paying off. We see a band of birds here. Let's buy that. Okay, now our city hall is level 2. So it doubles production yield of the district. 20 instead of 10, 8 instead of 4. And if we manage to bring it to level 3, it will triple the regional yields. Not the total yields of the tile. So the improvements and the tile yields itself, they do not increase. But still, it gives us this boost for free, so why not? Let's probably build communal habitation first, just to have a little bit more population slots. By the way, let's check what do we have for our population. Here we have ascetic existence, plus 10 food, plus 1 population slot on population vacation. We have already built that. That improvement we just completed. And then we increase the influence production. If we get more Daughters of Bor, we can unlock that. Absolutely useless building that I don't need. Plus 1 industry on Daughters of Bor, plus 10% industry. That is nice. And if I will grow them, I will get the apothecary, approval and science, which is nice, and more science. But again, they are racist. Hey, thank you for the follow. I am closing to 10 followers. That is very nice. Thank you. So, I think I will be growing aspects for now, and I will try to find source of science elsewhere, like from my counselors, for example. Okay, and turn. Their attitude changed to mean the swarm hungers and you look slow and well fed. Okay. You want a piece of me, boy? Why cannot we move? What's happening? The rains are causing alarm everywhere. That is hardly surprising. No one is more worried than I that all of our efforts may simply be washed away. We have some ideas, perhaps, on what might be done. Improve the foundations of our building. Adds 10 defense on our armies. Which, I don't know whether it is all armies or a particular army. But like 10 defense makes us basically immortal. Adds 2 population to a city. But subtracts 20 industry. 20 industry for 5 turns. 2 population is just good. Let's go for it. Now, do they fit? They do fit. Okay. I will go for now, so see you next time. Thank you for being here, and I wish you a great day, evening. So this dude, okay, this dude is out of movement points. That explains it. Let's evolve that into a camp. So far we haven't seen any traces of the resources, of the strategic resources that can be in the water. Hopefully we will see them soon enough. Okay, hydro pump. This is a resource, but it is a luxury resource, not a strategic one. So not that interested in this. Destroy Solos rubble and it will give me a unit and pacifies them. The problem is that Solos rubble is so far away from my real army that it's not really going to happen, unfortunately. Okay, these guys keep standing around here, preventing me from building a nice camp. If I go there, they might attack me.
How about?
Hello. So they suggested me a treaty that will increase my science production from 51 to, I believe, 56.
Excellent.
52. Okay. Thank you. By the way, I'm already number 2 in the score. Like, how? They really don't do anything, right? It is so sad that AI is incapable of doing just basic actions. Quest, Trespassers. I have read these quests many times in my previous playthroughs, so I am just inclined on scrolling through them. Search ancient ruins. Ancient ruins are back here. Okay, let's go search them. This is a little bit of a waste of time, but... Okay, by the way, we have learned that. I am not sure that it is working. I remember reading long time ago on the forums that Hydra Pump improvement doesn't work. In +5 industry, +5 dust on district adjacent to river. I don't have yet a district adjacent to river. I need to build a district and see whether it works. Let's build a bridge. Costs 63. And it completes our faction quest. I feel a spark of hope, Plero. The chorus will be renewed. We've done well, but we are far from safe. Come, we should enjoy our victories even if they are small ones. Several were inspired enough to offer themselves as fighters. Our forces are stronger than ever. That is certainly something to celebrate. But Krytelon, do you imagine we will one day hear that magnificent chorus again, or is it forever lost? Note of the chorus. Since establishing new coral reefs, Plerogira had begun to look to the future. But the yields are unstable and the fields require constant care. Shadows still loom over the illuminated realm with worrying questions about the dieback and the chorus. Plerogira is anxious once more, seeking counsel. What is happening to this world, my friend? The dieback, our chorus, our harmony. Are we living on a doomed world? We are here to deal with the present, Plero, not predict the future. All I know is that we must persist no matter what this world throws at us. Well said. In fact, we must get to know this world better than we do, or thought we did. Exactly, there are many lesser nations on these lands. It may be worth communicating with them and seeing what they may know. Indeed, we are all part of the harmony. Let us move. Have at least 2 protectorates for 5 turns. I do have 2 protectorates, so I just need to wait and it will be completed automatically. Right. Can I buy this district? Yes. So the bridge allows us to go across the river and buy the foundations. Nice. It is very expensive, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. But we can do it nonetheless. Okay. You maybe just explore a little bit more there. And I have a battle. Exactly. I will retreat. There is no way I can win, but at least I placed the coral nest in there. So let's move you. And we got a notable. That is a very good 4 industry per territory on cities, which is not that strong, but it gives 4 citizen slots just for free. 2 citizens, 2 artisans. So we don't need it now. We might not need it ever. It's all right. Quest cancelled. Which quest cancelled? Hello, Ember Lords. What was the quest? The quest was to pacify these guys. And somebody destroyed the army. No, somebody pacified the village. I see, that's why it is cancelled. Okay. And we leveled up and now can afford to build a haven. By the way, let's be friends. Skill tree. Let's go with more attack for now. So we already have reasonable defense on our units. I need to be more focused on being able to do necessary damage. Glory days. Build 2 units in Riftborn, unlocks notable. +2 science per population, -1 approval per population on citizens, +2 science on artisans. Okay, and pacifies them. Not sure whether I need it really. So I can just pop another coral node in there instead. And that's the first Tidefall. Okay, we get ourselves a free hero. And I said that I want my second hero to be archer. So this hero will lead my second army. For now, let's go that. Let's give you this equipment. Resilience, determination, health. Okay, now this hero will need his army. So for now it will be 2 archers and 2 envoys. 1 envoy already exists in here, so we need 2 archers and an envoy. Unless instead of envoys we give him the horses. So let me refresh a little bit my memory. Envoys. So if we go this path, we get patroller. So we start moving faster outside of the battle. If we go this path, we get better destabilizing defense. And in terms of the in terms of tanking, the second path is definitely the one to go. So the first is for mobility and damage, the second is for tanking. So if I want them to tank, is it better to have an envoy or is it better to have a horse? Horse is definitely stronger. Also, heads up. Applies reinforced to adjacent friendly units when defending. When this positive status is active, adds 10 defense to all adjacent friendly units. So horse is also a tank. But it is a tank that makes its friends tankier. While this is a tank that makes enemies less tanky. Maybe let's try 1 and 1. No, actually we do have one envoy already, so let's go that and 2 archers. Cost 375, cannot afford it yet. I have enough influence to build the second city. Will it be this one or will it be this one? Let's go here. Evolve into a city. Do I have any landscaping? I don't have any landscaping. So yeah, evolve into a city. We can have more protectorates. We don't have any slots available. Okay. Time to research the technologies for the protectorates, like this one. You found a collectible definition exotic tile curiosity, but discovered no rewards. Ay, ay, ay. Let's go there. A student of history. That is our first friend, Amorite. Amitrine. Unlocks faction trait, peaceful mind. 20 influence in compare pacified villages under protectorate in minor factions relations. +2 food on farms, -1 science on laboratory. No, come on. That's the opposite of what we want. Adds Beast Slayer to all units. I guess let's go for this one. Will help us a little bit in the early development. Now we have 96 influence production. 60 of it from peaceful minds. Very good. You... Okay, we cannot go very far in this direction. So let's just grab these things. Another quest, Shrine to the God Beast. Destroy fallen daughters of Bor and get 300 money. Okay. I will destroy them eventually, but I first need to get a little bit of units in my army. Okay, this is the first district adjacent to the river. Let's see if we look at this improvement. Yep, it will give it 5 production and 5 industry. So it means that we now want very much to start building along the rivers. So we want to populate as many districts along the rivers as possible, because they will be very, very, very strong. Yes. Here we can build... So there will be a lab here for the adjacency to anomaly. So here I guess I can build another communal habitation. No, I can build works and communal habitation here. Because in general I want to be upgrading my communal habitations to level 2. So they give me more people. Here, let's build merchant's house. Okay, first we need to buy this tile, and then this is works, this is works. So this would be a good slot for communal habitations. This will be another works, and here we can put, yeah, merchant's house is all right. Okay, this city. Improvements. So this is the river. So if we can arrive there and start building districts along the river, that would be nice. So, but also would like to level up the city hall, so would like to build a little bit around the city hall as well. Let's go with that first. Approval. Now districts. Lab, communal habitation. Another lab. No. Let's first start with works, actually. And here, let's also have works. Okay, something like that. We are not very happy, so actually working on our happiness can be a good idea. Okay. Happiness, hydro pump, my army, and then the rest of the districts. We have so far sufficient amount of slots. Wait, for population, this is minus free approval per population type in the same category. Okay, so as long as I have at least one aspect there, I can have as many aspects as I want. Let's maybe grow foundlings for now. Although, wait. So if I have like 5 foundlings and I add non-foundling, it will give me minus 15 approval. So I need to be very, very careful as long as I have them. So let's go for that. You guys go in here. You guys go in there. You guys go in there. And I will be growing foundlings that will all populate artisans. But I need to pay attention and not allow them to grow too much and start taking other positions. Otherwise, my approval will tank. And it will be very sad. Okay. Hello. You are going in this general direction. You are going in this general direction. And turn. Sack started. Where? They are sacking my camp. Okay. Okay. I might need to prepare to deal with the bugs. Because they might be interested in attacking me. This is another foundling village. Let's talk to them. Okay. We have our first fortress with 2 deposits of titanium. Ooh, and here we have Hyperium deposit, which will be available after next Tidefall, so not yet. My army that can handle this fortress is on the other side of the world, so this fortress will be handled by this guy, probably. But first I need to assemble the army. So, not right away. Let's buy that. And let's end the turn. Please don't attack me. Have at least 2 veterans level on 2 of your units for 5 turns. It will give me money. I can pacify them with corals, no problem. Okay, they did attack me. Let me think. Maybe there is a way I can do it. Because I do have the Gorog's call. Yes, I can call for Gorog. So, okay, allow me to save. Just in case I'm doing completely stupid thing, but I think I can handle it. So we go and call Gorog. The Gorog is Juggernaut and has impenetrable momentum, so need to travel at least 3 tiles to be able to get 30 shield. Okay. Not sure about positioning where I want to be. Didn't think it through. So, you go all the way there. And smash. Got himself some shield. You go there and shoot. That is not the direction in which I want you to attack. Ignores defense, deals 30 damage, deal 3 extra damage per determination, so my normal attack will be 13 to 20, and this will be 38. Let's actually go for it. A horror. I think we don't need to call for a horror. I think we'll write. This guy is totally lost. So let's go here and shoot. Let's go here and do nothing. Okay, it was round 8, the battle almost expired, but we did it. The last of the beast lets out spine-chilling screams, slumps to the ground. A leader rushes to its side as it takes its final breath. We got our free money and experience. And another Cipher of Horror, but we didn't use any Cipher of Horror, so basically awesome. Now, these guys though, if they attack me, I don't think I will be able to fight it back. Although I might. But yeah, I think you better return now to the city before you get attacked without your army. Your army is on its way. Let me buy that. Let me buy that. Okay. You guys. This is a pacified village. Okay. You go there. You go there. Okay. No Quincy. They are peaceful. They will not attack me. But we can ask them for a quest. Good news, Plero. Okay. We've made significant inroads with the Sayadans, who aren't our major rivals. In time, all beings on Sayada will understand that they, too, are part of the harmony. There is other news, Plerogira. I will let Leo Grammel explain. The old-timer insists you hear this from him. So what does my master statesman want to tell me? To keep your wits about you, my lord. During the recent missions we came across, how do I explain this? An aspect wandering the uncharted lands. After the storms and the dieback and the starfall, it is hardly surprising that some wander lost or in doubt. I would agree, except that this aspect, Xenos, is not in the chorus. We found them with our eyes, not our minds, my lord. How could this be? One of our number cut off from the chorus, another clan then, a different chorus. I might speak with them. Of course, my lord, be aware, though Xenos remembers nothing except their name. They could be dangerous. I will have the guards bring them. Thank you, my lord. I dare to ask to see you, though you do not know me, nor I you. You are welcome to the Harmony, though I confess this is hard to process, to digest. You stand here, yet not a whisper of your thought echoes in the chorus. Who are you, Xenos? You start with the most difficult question. I do not know who I am. I have only flashes of memories, of noise and flame, stars exploding, screams in the chorus, but nothing is clear or substantial. I need help, my lord, to understand who I am and what happened. We'll help you, Xenos. We will return you to the Harmony. What would be the best way to bring out those lost memories? Provoke. Explore 20% of Sayada. I explored 16%, so happens very quickly. It gives 6 damage on unit for 5 turns. Excavate. Have at least one district with laboratory. I do have one district with laboratory, and it gives 2 dust on population. 6 damage on unit for 5 turns. Is it that important? Am I fighting any fortress within 5 turns? I don't know. But this I can complete it right away. And a little bit of dust, so let's go with this. Excavate. We'll keep you here where Sayada's finest philosophers can question and examine you. Brilliant minds whom I certainly will discover who you really are. I am at your service. I do not know if they can come to understand me better than I understand myself, but I will cooperate in any way I can. The balance will be restored, I'm sure. Begin quest. Complete the quest. My lord, the most learned philosophers have completed their examinations of Xenos. They are at a complete loss. How can this be? We have the body, we have the mind. We bring them together, a harmony is created, a voice is added to the chorus. Since the first aspect, there is no other way. Xenos remains as mysterious as the first day we laid eyes upon them. Some begin to say that Xenos hides something. Confused as I am, I will not stoop to rumor and suspicions, Leo Grammel. There is no place for that in the Harmony, and we will maintain the Harmony for all aspects. Days pass with Xenos striking a miserable figure among the bustle of Reefborn. The chorus swells and strengthens, but its joyous harmony is unheard by the outsider. Pererogira has heard reports from the escorts that Xenos mutters dark prophecies during its periods of fitful rest, nightmarish visions of a broken world of unending deserts, not deserts. The outsider weighs heavily on my mind. Critelon. Critelon. I saw him already, right? I keep reading different names, but they don't really stick around because I don't understand who are these different characters because they don't really come with any personalities or introductions. Xenos contradicts everything we know and believe about ourselves, our society, and now they babble about a coming doom. I wouldn't hold much stock in some wondrous ravings, my lord. The dieback broke many good souls, but I wonder if maybe Xenos was one of us years ago. How could that be? An unwanted juvenile abandoned to the waves? An unfortunate accident that cut them adrift? Contact with these new monsters that roam the lands? They might have grown up alone and in silence until their island was no longer a prison. And their dark prophecies? Meaningless nightmares. This sort of trauma can do strange things to the mind. The sight of the fallen seas would do something to an already troubled spirit, and perhaps bring these visions of a desert. We must learn to understand Xenos if we wish to understand ourselves and our world. I wonder how might we do that, Criterion. If I may be so bold, my lord, right now our priority should be seizing lands, not speculating on mysteries. Lands that suit us. Wise counsel as always. I have not forgotten the dieback or our weakness. To study any of these questions, we must still be alive. Claim Malhala. And it gives me Shoal of Tranquility. Free intuition and strength of union. Adds 5 damage per adjacent friendly unit. That is good. We give it to our archer. We surround our archer with a lot of friendly units. And our archer starts shooting terribly painfully. Begin quest. Malhala. Where is this Malhala that we need to claim? Here. You mean I click this button and the quest is complete? Do you feel safer now, my lord? New lands lie under your control, ripe for coral. Do I detect dismay, Xenos? We do what we can to maintain the harmony and grow the chorus. I am happy we secured fertile lands. A doom is coming to this world, my lord. Fields of coral or not, anything involving the old ones seems to come to an unpleasant end. The old ones, whoever they were, are long gone. We will brace for the coming storm and find a new balance. We got Shoal of Tranquility. I won't equip it anytime soon. Because... well, not on my secondary archer, because for now he needs to be calling for Gorog. But maybe on my primary archer, who has the legendary artifact that gives us plus 20% damage, which probably is not as strong right now before I have a strong bow, so need to compare. Xenos' identity and their bleak prophecy still troubles Plerogira, but they have bigger concerns to occupy their minds. The retreat of the waters is a new nightmare, on top of which rivals vie for the riches of the newly revealed seabed. All the while, strange corruption beasts stalk the land, and hostile empires and tribes threaten bloodshed. Plerogira suspects they see the work of the old ones. The corrupting beasts haven't stalked the lands yet. They will arrive on the second Tidefall, on the second Monsoon that we haven't seen. Apologies for the interruption, my lord. We have yet another intriguing visitor that may become the motto of my reign. They are a green sign traveler, Eudemil, who claims they have information about Xenos and their clan. I thought you should speak. Welcome, Eudemil. May you live in harmony. We live for the work, not harmony. The work requires effort, time, but I come to speak of Xenos. Interesting, what do you know of Xenos? We are many, our gardens are many, we see much, I can tell you much. However, we need your help, your might. Help cull the doom wraith who terrorize our gardens. Then I will tell you all. The beasts ruin the harmony. This act will serve us both. Let us move. Destroy Plague of Horrors unlocks faction trait Syadan Spore. Aspects can also generate coral spores by killing Doom Wraith or closing rifts. Okay. Plague of Horrors. Okay. This is very far away. And we are getting attacked. So we will retreat from this battle. We will retreat in this completely random direction where this large Doom Wraith is waiting for us. It's a Doom Wraith with very little army. So chances are we can handle it with my main army. Okay, there are so many villages of foundlings. 1, 2, 3. How many do I have already under my protectorate? Foundlings, I have 1. So would be a good idea to bring all these territories under my control and have a lot of boosts to my health on unit. I can have one more protectorate. Health regeneration, science, money. Science, health regeneration. I also need to build another city somewhere. The sooner the better. Because it will give me the deed. That would be nice. Be the first to have a city with 15 population. Which deed I'm talking about? This plus city. Be the first to have 4 cities. It used to be 3 cities. Now it's 4 cities. Okay. Nobody has taken that yet. Bringer of Death. Bringer of Citizenry. I need 4 more citizens. City with 25 districts. That's very difficult to do. Pacify 3 more villages. That I can do, I believe. So, yeah. Hello. Have Polymephon the Steadfast have a companion. It will give me resilience and intuition on the Polymephon the Steadfast and the money. Who is Polymephon the Steadfast? That one. He can have a companion. Like today. I just need to build a haven. Let's say here. Good. So this territory with Noquency, Hydromiel and Clax deposit. Hydromiel gives us approval on city, Clax dust on city. Is it worth it building a city there? This territory will be taken in the future. Like, definitely need Hyperium deposit. This territory, though, does not seem to be that particularly strong or needed. Okay, you for now just wait. You. Somehow you're standing on the same tile as these oneiroi people. Don't know how it happened, but it happened. I won't be able to cross it. Unless I grow corals. Oh, let's just build a bridge. Ooh, this is natural wonder. I like it. I want it. So claiming this territory can be very interesting. Okay. And turn for now. Haven't built. Inspect hero. Companion. Let's see. 5 resilience. 10 damage on hero. 2 determination. 5 resilience. 5 might. Unlock skill power couple. When eliminating a unit, earns 20 influence. I don't think I need it. I think I eventually will start earning tons of influence by myself. 10 damage on hero. That's ridiculously strong though. Yes, we go with that. Now, this equipment that gives us 20% damage, or this equipment that gives us damage per adjacent unit. I will be adjacent to at least 2 of my archers, which means that I will be at least getting 10 out of here. And 10 is more than 20%. So 50-60, 20% of 50-60 is 10-12. Okay, this is more. But that also gives me intuition. And intuition increases damage of my archers. So I think for now let's go with that. But in general it's not an easy choice. Okay, we completed the quest. We got confident. And now we have a nice heaven here that produces 16 science. And everything else. So let's continue on our way in this general direction. You go back home and heal. Please. You wait. Okay, you can now come here and claim this territory. For now it will be a camp. Probably want to have a city center somewhere else because like there is no way I can build a city center here that I will be able to upgrade. Okay, we have the deed. We can have more protectorates. Sucks that. They keep sucking my camp. That is very impolite. But also, like, they have an army of 5 units that just stands here and repeatedly sucks my camp. I don't know if they get any resources from there, so seems like a waste. Corrupted defenses. This is our second friend, Cerberus. +1 exploited resource production on mine. +10 everything on Doomwraith remains. +5 approval on military districts. So that didn't work when I tried it first time. Beast Undertaker does work. I remember seeing Doomwraith remains given a lot of Fidzi. Let's see if they fixed it. So I like both of these bonuses, but let's see if resourceful masses got fixed. Okay, continue on your way to the main army. You guys still wait, and actually I can build my horse and be on my way. Let's do it. Horse, let's look at you. So here the specialization is a bit trickier. Here we need second tier resources and third tier resources to go this path. So this path gives us more damage. This path gives us more protection, more defense and more health. So if we want to be tanking, we go in the direction of the dust. If we want to be attacking, we go in this direction. What do we get? So heads up, apply reinforced to the friendly units when defended. So if we're using them as tanks, we go in this direction, we don't get any extra skill. And then we get heads up 2, apply reinforced 2, 15 defense. So even tankier. Here instead we get an inspiring strike. When attacking or defending, applies inspire to adjacent friendly units, which is good, which is very good. Adds 15% damage, and then it adds 30% damage. And you can both attack or defend and inspire your allies. And getting into account that this path grows damage, you probably want to be defending, attacking. But yeah, I'm never gonna get sufficient amount of resources to actually benefit from it. So I think this horse's job is to tank. Now, I will have one tanking horse and one tanking swarm, and they would like benefit from each other because this guy will make enemies around vulnerable, and the horse will make this guy thicker. So very nice. Okay, here dead end, nothing, not a single not a single fortress, not a single resource, which is sad. So I wasted a lot of time here. Need to go in that direction then. You heal for now. I want to pop a coral center in here. Nothing we can do. Let's go. And no, this is not that. So keep healing. Okay. I want to just explore a little bit of Fog of War. Here. We build in that, we build in that, we build in that. We build in anything here? Yes, eventually. Population, doing all right. Enter. I hope they won't attack the fortress before I arrive. Remains of the ancients. So we found a casket and we want to bring it home, and it decreases our movement point, but it gives experience per turn on hero. And when we complete it, it levels up our hero for free. And also gives a nice thingy that we will never use because we don't have any casters. So we get 10 experience per turn. How much experience do we have? 837. Nah, let's just go home as soon as possible. No, not you. The whole army. The whole army goes there. Okay. Anything to do here? Buy it for 5 money. Nothing here. This is healing and waiting. And turn. Blast furnace. Good. Don't attack, please. Okay, I need to come here and like fight these guys as well. Actually, yes, I have set my second army. That's what my second army will do. Hello. You. I still don't have enough money. So just wait. When I'm gonna solve my problem with money? Well, when I will build districts along the river, they will start producing money. That is good. But I need like much more of them. What else? Let's build the furnace. So if I buy this bridge, which is also very cheap, well, very cheap, but more than a day of my resource production, I can get that. Can get that. Here I can place a science lab. Right, and here communal habitation. Yep. Then I can buy this. And here works would go well. with the +1 industry adjacency for the ridge. But I do need some money generating districts as well. So this is communal habitation. Here we have merchant's house. So we can be here. We have communal habitations. Okay, so works in here and works in here. It kind of makes sense. But then that probably want to be another communal habitation. Something like that. Any more foundations that you want to buy? Oh, well. Let's buy maybe the cheap ones. Here we want to build science lab as well. Okay. And turn. Okay, these guys are fighting a little bit. Okay. Soon will be your time, I promise. Just need to collect a little bit of money. Inside Enmenta. And so inside the city, you mean, or territory? Because I'm inside the territory. Feel free to complete the quest. Yes. I see you people have the same low opinion of those dogs. Perceptive. You both hold the same empire in low esteem. I don't know which empire we hold in low esteem, but alright, if you say so. Level up. Why did it level up you? It was supposed to level up my archer. Lies. You are our tank, so let's maybe get this. Okay, now the second there. Is that a city material? There are no real territories here that I would be attaching to the city. So I'm not so sure about it. But then I want to have a city here. Which territories would I include? This one. This is more interesting territory because with the river can work with it. They ate most of it, so I will need to rewild it. But yeah, so having a city that takes this, and this territory, and maybe that, is a little bit more interesting. But I cannot turn that into a city because it is being sacked. I can attach this territory to that city. That, I think, is all right. So if I put them under the protectorate, it will give me 2 of their populations. It's all right. So also we're struggling with the money. So let's invite consortium. Let's rebuild their village. How much does it cost? 125. Let's do it right away. So now we have consortium population. +4 dust on city containing a trading post. I don't have a trading post here and here. Maybe let's change it. Let's have a trading post in here. Let's have a trading post in here. And then I will build a trading post somewhere here as well. But later. Okay, let's move our units. You. I wanted to bring you around here and like fight these guys. They kind of annoying. And I wanted to do something else with you. What was that? No, I think I wanted you to take care of them. So let's go there. All right. All right. Let's save. Because our hero is very inexperienced, so I am not that confident in this battle. Also units. We have no experience in our units whatsoever. So let's see how it goes. Okay. No, probably stay here instead. You there, you here. And then I will send a Garog in there. And if they want to go through the forest, they will have to go through the forest. But chances are they will concentrate in front of me. So, first thing first, we need to have a Gorog. And the Gorog will go in here. And that's it. Second thing first, we might call for Cipher of Horror, but it might not be necessary. So you have 30 defense, you have 15 defense, you have 45 defense. So they have a lot of defense. Now I can actually block them in here. So if this guy goes here, this guy goes there, and this guy goes in here, and they all defend. So you defend, you defend, you... Hell, you also defend. Okay, let's start shooting here. Most likely I will not kill. So okay, let's shoot in there then. Okay, you defend. You defend. You shoot to kill. You... Okay, wrong order. I needed to first place a unit here and then defend with this guy, so the unit will get the defense bonus. You... Well... I guess you can attack. And maybe provoke them to attack you since you have less defense. Okay. So again, you defend and you defend. You shoot. Good. You shoot. You shoot. You attack. So you defend. Okay. Now this dude is surrounded and this is fine. We don't have a skill for healing. So let's just shoot. So you still defend, I guess. We're done.
It is bittersweet seeing these kelp forests exposed to the hot sun, but we will not be swayed from our mission.
Where are we scrolling? I don't know. So, we have won. We got a lot of stuff. A lot of money. Took a bit of damage, but nothing serious. So let's acknowledge it. Let's see. So they've been shooting at you a lot. We need to give you more health. So we need to give you a healing recovery shot, to be honest. Let's start with the recovery shot. And then we'll give you more health. Let's give you a good armor. And to you, my friend, let's give you a better thing. So here we have 30 damage, 3 defense and shields up. Here we have 2 resilience, 1 intuition, 36 damage, 7 defense. Weakening strike. When attacking or defending, applies weakened, which is nice. And the shockwave. Here, shields up gives us shield. Active skill. Alright. And we got ourselves a territory. So we do want to buy titanium extractors. And they produce 1 titanium. So we did get scammed by Cerberus, which is unfortunate. These guys are pacified. So they now contribute to my protectorate, right? Yep, 3 villages of foundlings. I have more health on my units. We get not enough money to build a spore because I just claimed a citadel and it counted as yet another territory we claimed, so it inflated our build coral spore thing. Now, this is absolutely terrible as a city center because you can surround it with only 3 districts, so no way to upgrade it. There is a way to attach it to this territory though. And then this city would have 1, 2, 3 territories. No, because I first need to research the technology and build the improvement that allows to do so. Right, so many things that needs to be done. Let's see. This doesn't contribute to anything. That is upcoming, so we can start making our archers stronger and our crawlers as well. And yep, we need that. It gives small population vacations and it allows us to attach a new territory to the city. So this is very important. More important than everything else, I believe. Okay. So you still wait. I don't buy anything because I'm saving money. Okay, now you... Okay, thank you, Mr. Thomas Kurtz, for dealing with these bugs. I still haven't learned geology. When is the geology planned? Eventually. Geology is planned. Okay, we can build a spore cluster in here. And then I want a spore cluster in here, and then I want that to be a city. That can already become a city and go there. Yes? Wait. So we have this rewild, allowing increased yields of single feed sea tiles and restoration of barren tiles. Then next era we cannot do anything. The next era we learn to scour. Okay. So should I wait for geology to rewild these tiles? Probably not. One, two, three, four. So I do want these tiles to build districts on them, to level up this one. So I do need to rewild it, but later. Okay, evolve into a city. Yes. Yes. These guys are under my protectorate? No. Let's assimilate them and get a little science boost. So now I have them. Problem is that they cost me money outside of Monsoon. Inside the Monsoon they give me a lot of other things, but outside of Monsoon they cost me money. Yet I think I want at least 3 of them. Right? Here. No. Here. To be able to have 10 sites on anomaly. So let's carefully grow 3 2 Monsoon seers. Here, let's check our population. So we can still have 3 more foundlings, but we have already 3, which means that foundlings have unlocked apothecary. Yes. Okay. So I don't need to bring you anymore down there. We still can go and see what kind of things are there. Maybe find something interesting to do. So you probably want to rest a little bit. Just to recover your health. This city. No, this is an anomaly. I didn't realize that it is an anomaly. I was looking at it as a district on which I can build. Well, okay then. If that's how you want to play. Let's build that so I can start buying these tiles. And then let's go with first works, then scientific districts here, then communal habitation here. Then we want to buy these tiles, or we want to build hydro pump. Wait a second. Don't tell me it is once per empire. Can be built once per empire? Aha. So all these river tiles are useless. Yep. I didn't realize that. Fish farms. Once per city. Food and dust. On the river. During the monsoon. Kind of useless. Well. Didn't I do an oopsie then? Because I was looking at all these rivers and thinking, such many yields can be taken. When in fact, no. This river is totally in the way. Okay, let's just deal with what we have. At least it will get that. And so we'll have industry and dust per artisans and produce a lot of resources. Improvements, we want to build this before we build the bridge. We want to build that. But probably later. That. Okay, that might be a very weak city. But it's alright. Did somebody take? Yes, they did. And they did this as well. Huh. It seems that we have no, we don't have strong bugs. We have weak bugs, but they take in all the deeds. It's all right. So I want to claim this territory then. Okay, next turn you will be able to go and do things. New era. Which means we have new hero. And which means we can upgrade our army. But we need more money for that. These guys, since on the other hand, yeah, we're going in this direction. So I need a lot of titanium. I think it is the only faction where I really want titanium. Speeder, necrodrone. Okay, we can handle that, right? 56, 70, 140. We can handle it. Better, of course, to upgrade my units, but it will take a while. So, since the dude completely scammed us, we need corkscrew drills. This one. We want better roads. We want more damage on non-hero units. We want more science. Another hero. How many? Wait. So I don't know whether it is aspect specific or whether it is some new addition to the game for any race, but that's a lot of heroes. What can I say? Actually, if I go here and I attack you, we can do that. And they run away. Losers. Okay. I said that I want an attacker hero. We have numerologist, we have bootcamp tyrant. I don't care about this one that much. This looks more interesting. Resilient plus free approval on Haven. Here we have confident and 15% experience gain on hero, which is not bad, but okay, let's take you. Welcome. You will be friends with Mitoxus of Agora. Your skill tree, we will first give you more health because you are a frontliner, and then we will give you that. Okay, so by the way, you have 4 movement points because you're a horse, right? No, because where do I get the 4th movement point? Free. I'm not certain where my... No, wait. There was something that gave me the 4th movement point. Right. It was the council. Now I remember. Okay, they claim in this territory and they claim in that territory. Dudes. Not cool. Not cool. And they are the weakest. So if I will start bullying them over these territories, they will get completely annihilated very quickly. Okay, so anyway, you go there. You guys are healed. So let's go. Ah, right. All this time I was actually coming here to fight them. Completely forgot. You go there. And we can end the turn. Hello. Ooh. No, manual battle. Oh, that is an interesting terrain we have here. Very interesting terrain. Let's go. Yeah, defending with this faction takes a lot of time. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. So, Let's see. You go there and you defend there. You cannot kill this one unless you crit. But you do crit. Thank you. So you try to defend as well, just to give us extra damage. You will not crit because you have moved. Okay. Didn't kill. Restores 30 health. Ah, okay, they can do that. So you go there, you kill them. Okay, you can heal your friend and shoot there, shoot here. Done. A lot of money, nice armor, something else, and experience, of course. And they not eating the terrain anymore. So absolute win. Okay, here. More healing with higher range. When a friendly unit defends, gain shield. Let's go for this. You. Defense to everyone. Actually, this one probably was more important. It's fine, don't worry. We'll get our experience elsewhere and get all the skills. If I attack these necromancers, I will have to fight 2 stacks, right? Yes. And will it be all right? This will be the landscape. So I will need to have 4 people across to protect my backline fully. And for that I will need to call also for the horror. Wait. defense expert, it said. Okay. No, I'm not ready for attacking them that way. If I stand here, they will likely attack me. And it will be, again, double stack. Okay, let's wait a little bit. Let's not jump in there just yet. Let's fall back for a second. Meet with our friend who is nearby. So the friend will be instead of you for now. So the friend going there. But you will stick around and will be assisting in the battle. Do nothing. We have 400 money and we can pop another seed in here. In here, in there. In where? Doesn't really matter. Probably there. Okay, they can attack me. We'll see. Next turn. Okay. Nice technology there. Told you they can attack me. Here they are. They are archers. So this is the exact situation where having an instant resolution gives better results than manual battle, because in manual battle 4 of them will be focusing down my units. Also they're attacking, so they have the first turn. Before my units defend, they will start shooting. So in this case, I will click instant resolution. Ooh, and we get ourselves a bow. It is not the best bow imaginable. We will give it to you, actually. You need more help currently. Because this is still ranged free. So pulley bow allows us to have more damage when we standing close to a target, but I would much rather stay far from the target. Can you go away? Why does it cost 340? It costed 400 last turn. What happened? I don't know. So I researched the technology, which I need to... this one. Need to build it. It will give me attachable territory. I will be able to attach this. But also I don't have blast furnace in here, apparently. I do want it. So let's go that, and that. And then also Okay, that takes a lot of time, so this will wait. We have some glass steel from, don't know from where, that we can use. Can buy more foundations here. Okay, will take a lot of time to build all these districts, so let's see. Let's build that thing first, give us a little bit of approval. Let's give that thing so we can house all our population. Then what else? 5 science on laboratory. 10 science, 4 science per population on scribes, plus 3 population on scribes. Let's build this as well. So in that order, I believe. And this eventually. Something like that. Okay. This is the discussion with our companion. I'm not going to read it. We can have a runic warblade, 2 resilience, 1 might. Okay, actually I don't think this is a conversation that I have seen before, so let's maybe read it. Polymyphon the Steadfast, I can't help it, but I worry about you. Out there in that chaotic world, exploring ruins, fighting who knows what. I can take care of myself, you don't need to worry. I know, but I do. Sometimes I stand at the window watching the clouds drift by, wondering if you're in danger right at that moment, and the day just positively crawls. I always come back, no matter what happens. You know that. But I understand. Let me think. Equip. I will arm myself with a renowned weapon. Team up. How about a bodyguard of sorts? Gains a unit. Crusher. Distract, something to occupy your mind, plus 80 science. 80 science, so a nice artifact. Shield mastery, shields up. 10 defense, 47 damage, 1 might, 2 resilience. Let's go with science. You can never have too much science. Not interested in that unit at all. So this is nice, but I also found not that bad of equipment for my only defender. So I don't need that much. Science is changing, you know, and we need people to study it, understand it, help us bend it to our will. You can be one of those people. A scientist. Me. Why not? You're smart, capable, curious. Do that and you'll be too busy to worry about my misadventures. Okay, you're on. But still you do your best to keep out of trouble. Polymyphon the Steadfast. Yeah. Okay. Turn 40, I think that's where we can call it a day. And yeah, thank you for your attention. Oh, there was a lot of messages in the chat that I completely missed. Sorry, wasn't looking at the chat. What's the plan for the stream today? Hello, how you doing? Can you see me? Yes, I can see you in the chat. I was just not looking there because I kind of zoned out. Sorry. I do try to respond to the chat. Yes. What games do you usually like to play on Steam? On stream? I like to play strategies, so I play this one, Endless Legend 2. I play Repel the Rifts, which is a roguelike tower defense. I played some of Hold the Place. Forgot the name. Which is another roguelike, but auto battler. It is a player versus environment auto battler. So basically, roguelikes, strategies, that type of games. So sorry for not seeing your messages early. Just zoned out a bit. But yeah, I will be calling it a day here. So thank you for your attention. Thank you for people who've been here, and I wish you all a great day. See you later. Bye now.